Hey guys, Paul here, and I want to show you what I've got in my fire kit. I get asked, hey, what would you put in a fire kit? Now, I get this fire kit that I carry with me in my backpack. That's what I carry with me, whether I'm going out camping, or even if I'm just going fishing for the day or something. I could get wet and be cold and not be able to get anywhere right off the bat, especially in the winter and the fall. And you need to keep warm until you can get help. So basically, I'm going to go through my bag, and like I said, there's going to be things that you think of that haven't really crossed my mind. This is just what I pack in my bag. Now I have a paper shredder. I do all my bills and stuff, and I shred them. This shreds them long ways and then crossways, so it's kind of, I don't know if you can see that, kind of like little tabs. And I got a fair amount of that. And paper, you can't go wrong with paper. So I'm gonna put that in the bag. And then cattails, and I can't really remember what this is. No, it's funny. Oh, I remember what that's out of. That's out of a couch that had a bunch of stuff in it, and I was just taking a lighter without any fluid in it, and was sitting there sparking, and it caught. So I grabbed a couple big little handfuls of that. I actually got more of that, but I only carry that amount in my bag. Then the third thing I've got right here is dryer lint. This my wife saves me all the lint from the dryer, and we put it in a big coffee can, and then when we get enough, I pack it up. So I got some of this out in the out in my shed. So I've still got something there to help, and as tinder, just in case you got wet wood out there. I always, since I had the stomach surgery, I eat a lot of sugar-free popsicles. So this is why I got this many popsicle sticks, and I'm always getting more. So you take a knife, you just shred it up. That gives you some good tinder. It's dry. It's packed in the bag, and you know that once you get it started, then you can start putting some damp twigs and stuff like that, and it dries out pretty quick. Let's see. Like I said, I carry a knife in there, and that's to help me shred up the popsicle sticks. And then we've got a Never Strike match, or they call it a match. But an Ever Strike. I get these from Survival Life, and no problem. And it's supposed to be good for like 50,000 lights or something like that. I can't remember exactly what was written, but I keep that. I've got another one that's in it looks like a big pill. It's like a Zippo. It takes Rosenol. I keep a bottle of this stuff in the bag. The whole purpose is not being out there in the great outdoors trying to start a fire with two sticks. The purpose of my fire bag is if I get wet, I'm not going to frost my tail off. So, some people may say, hey, I'll start a fire with two sticks. Well, okay, when it's raining outside and you're cold as whatever, you go ahead and take your two sticks. I'm gonna keep with what I got in my bag. So I've got some waterproof matches. These are the Coleman brand, which it doesn't matter which brand you got. These are Coleman too, but they're in a different package. Don't really know a whole lot what the difference is, but it says that it's waterproof, so there you go. Let's see here. I save lighters, whether they work or not. Like I was talking about the lint, I can take a lighter and just keep sparking it and start that lint on fire, and that gets me going. So if you see any of these out there and you flip it a few times and you see spark, grab it, throw it in your bag, and that's just an added source just in case. This bag here, I broke my glasses, my seeing eyeglasses, and these were an old prescription anyway, so I threw them in a bag. I got a magnifying glass in there, about 3 or 4 glasses, lenses. Of course, if you know anything about fire, you can focus this in and out until you get a hot beam on whatever you're trying to start. And works perfect if you got sunlight, and if you don't have sunlight, don't work with crap. So this here is a dual purpose. This here is a magnifying glass as well, right here in this section, and this is a compass. And a lot of times I may carry a map with me of a certain lake or whatever, and I can work on navigation to get myself to a spot that I want to be in. So that's got a dual purpose, but it's there. The other thing I got, and it's just something I threw in the bag. I thought, you know what, I may be able to use it, is tea light candles. So, if you can get one of these things started, that wax, once it gets heated up to a certain temperature, it's like wildfire, man. It really helps. So I keep that in the bag. And also, one of these. Well, the things, it sparks, goes on a propane canister. I carry one canister like this in my backpack. That way I can connect this to the propane tank and, get a hot fire going like that. This bottle here don't take a lot of room because it's long and tall instead of fat like the other bottles. And let me get off this just for a second. I'll get right back to the fire bag. But this little critter here is called a schnozzle. S-H-N-O-Z-Z-L-E. And what you can do with this is you take it, and I believe I did a review for it. I'll have to look, see if I did, and if I do, I'll put the link down. But these 1 pound canisters empty out, and they cost a few bucks a piece and all that noise. But this schnozzle allows you to take a 20-pound fuel tank, the big white ones, and allows you to take these empty 1 pound canisters and fill them back up with the 20-pound tank. So you end up saving quite a bit of money by being able to fill these small ones up yourself. So if you see one where a guy threw it in a trash or something when you come in from the water, grab them. As long as they're not really rusty at the top and stuff, you can refill these things really safe. And I highly recommend the schnozzle. It works real good for me, and it has saved me a lot of money. So anyway, we'll get back on it. This canister, I always keep one of these. This particular type, the skinny, tall one, for the backpack instead of using a short, fat one, which takes up more room when you're trying to pack things side by side in the bag. And let's see, what else? I think that was pretty well. You know what? I think that's pretty well it. That's what I carry in my bag. I keep it pretty well sealed right back. Take care, keep the lines tight, and we'll see you later.